Hey, it's Ellen Christina of Embassy Promotions, helping influencers and creators invest in digital real estate to future-proof their wealth. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to actually increase the value of your digital asset. And in today's video, the example I'm going to be using is an email list, which if you haven't watched any of the other videos, I talk about how my most prime slice of digital real estate, the one that I always say you need above any of the others, is an email list. My daughter's shouting at me, so I'm going to have to go in and see her in a minute. She's fine, by the way. She's just talking and shouting through the wall. How to actually make this more valuable. So it's all fair and well building an email list, but if that list is not full of aligned buyers or people who are active or people who have a good relationship with you, then really that list is not really worth anything. So in order to up its perceived value, we're going to want to do these kind of things. So number one is nurture your list. So don't build your list and then ghost them and only show up when you have something to sell. That's a surefire way to make your list worth nothing. You want to be nurturing your list with regular emails. And I have a kind of 80-20 rule where 80% of those emails are value, trust building, value-based, storytelling, and 20% is sales. I'm going to go through this really quickly because I've got to go see my daughter again. Number two is having it full of obviously aligned buyers. Nobody's going to really buy anything from you if they're not aligned to your core values, your personality, the way in which you sell things, the thing that they're used to you showing up as. Your, what did I say? I said your core values, your beliefs, the stuff that you have in common, the things that they agree with you on, the causes that you both fight for. So you want to really make sure that you're not just, when you're building this list, you don't just want to cast that net so freaking wide that you end up with thousands of people who just wanted the free thing because it was a free thing, and you didn't really think about the niche, or you didn't really think about why you wanted them on your list. It really needs to be full of kind of like dream buyers, right? Because that means that when you then do email them and you're selling them something, you've got an offer, you want to upsell them something, or you're suggesting a piece of content that they go look at. The reason you're doing that is really because you want results in some form of another. And obviously if they're all totally aligned with you and they're all kind of more like raving fans than just an email list, then every single time you hit send, you're going to get something in return. Whatever it is. Ideally you want money, but if you are just kind of building trust and things like that, maybe just sending them to content that you've posted because you think it will be valuable to them, obviously you're going to get kind of a return on that as well, because then they're going to follow the link and go and see your content and be more nurtured from your content, which then means that they're more likely to buy from you in the future. Because obviously content is really, really nurturing, especially if it's very value-based. So that's the second thing that you want to do. The third thing that you want to do is you do actually want to push for unsubscribes, because your unsubscribers were never going to buy from you anyway. They're not aligned, and the perfect people to unsubscribe from your email list are the people who aren't opening your emails. Having a high open rate makes the value of your list really, really high, like sky high, because you have a load of people there who want to open your email. It's like amazing. If like people aren't opening your emails, then there's not a lot of your listing isn't very valuable because they're not even opening your emails. So really, really push for unsubscribes. Don't be discouraged if people unsubscribe from your email list. There are certain sequences that you can put people into who haven't opened the last X amount of your emails, or haven't opened an email for the last X amount of months. It's usually a year. And then you'll get put into this. I've been put in a few myself from people. I've been put into a list that basically says, you haven't opened my emails for a year, I'm going to remove you from my mailing list unless you open this. If you're, that's fine. People have removed me, people can, you as the owner of the list, you can remove people who don't open them. Obviously, if you know, if they don't open one, then obviously you don't have to go and remove them. Don't take it personally. But obviously, if they're just really, really inactive subscribers, then remove them. Keep that list like potent, you know, like valuable and full of people who are active. Almost like when sometimes I go through Instagram followers and delete people who are obviously just bots, because I want to keep my Instagram followers like potent and nurtured, and like I don't want it full of bots, because I want it full of my dream clients, or the people who I really want to see my content. So actually, yeah, that's kind of a controversial piece of advice, but yeah, push for unsubscribes if you can. The fourth thing, can you see? Just running out of room. The fourth thing is obviously to keep them engaged. So again, this kind of goes back to nurture, but the more people that you can get to open the emails, the better. And people are more likely to open your emails if they know they're going to get value from you. So again, it comes back to the 80-20, 80 value, 20 sales. You know, keep them clicking on links, make sure that your call to actions in there are strong, send them to other places, keep them clicking on links, keep them doing actions from your emails. If they get used to opening an email and clicking on this link and going to this page and going to that piece of content, then they're used to opening and clicking and being active. And those are the people who are more likely to buy from you. And also these are your most engaged subscribers. And then obviously, put number 5 over here, obviously the best way, one of the best ways to increase the value in your list is to grow it. Now obviously you don't want to grow it for the sake of it. Like I said before, you don't want a list of thousands of people who just don't care about you. But the more you grow your list and invest in it and grow it with engaged, aligned, nurtured people on your list, and the more people you have, the more that your list as your digital real estate, as your asset, is going to go up in value. You know, people with insanely big lists of nurtured, aligned, engaged people can make $1 million at the click of an email. Literally that. Yeah, they can make $1 million from one email, one offer. You know, it could be 1,000 people buying a $1,000 course from a very, very engaged, very hot, very warm, very nurtured, and very aligned audience. One email with a $1,000 offer. If 1,000 people from your list bought it, that's $1 million just from one email, and it has been done, can be done. It is possible for anyone. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video about the 5 best ways to increase the value of your digital asset, your digital real estate, your list. Your email list, as I've said a million times before, is the most prime digital real estate you could have. So if you want to start your digital real estate and you don't know where to start, it all, in my opinion, starts here with your email list. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I think this is the end of my digital real estate training series. So if you've binge watched the playlist and you've made it to the last video, thanks for sticking around. I hope you got tons of value. It's been super, super fun as always. And I'll catch you very soon.